saying like, you guys, let's say since you are doing Zoom now for the meantime, I don't know how long it will last, but I don't think it's a whole session. I believe if let's say the CB not that serious after next month, then maybe you might go back to class. But I don't know. Okay. It seems to me that the B16 17 virus, according to the news, it studies, I think they attack more towards the younger generation. So you guys got to watch out. All right, careful when you a mask together when you're going out, or sort of this. Okay, back to here. So if you guys let's say got any questions to ask, whether it's WhatsApp or not, or this Google Classroom is where you can post a questions or maybe submit any file sharing, rather than WhatsApp. So if you guys want, I will create this Google Class here so that you can post any questions and so on to me after school, because all the Zoom account actually are quite tight used in the BCA now. So this is after school session, which is here. Yeah, so when you guys post a questions, it will alert me in my handphone or email kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, you guys want it or what? Because I
Yes,
have
sir.
it. Sorry.
Yeah, we want it.
Okay, then I will create later after the class. So let me minimize here. I will open up our session, which is where is our file? Oh, I haven't used my notebook before. That was in school. Okay, so open. Okay, so my document should be your class session, BC Academy. Mm, students. HVAC, right? Yeah. So mechanical, HVAC, this one. Remember, this is all your backup files. So if not require, try to delete away or excuse me, to so-called occupied space. You guys can actually configure left like one or two backup or set it to one. I'll show you later on. Because school PC, once you set, you still go away. You still got to reconfigure. A bit troublesome. Now you guys are using your laptop, so maybe I just do a quick revision, like how you can configure Revit on your laptop. Yeah, a quick one. That means add the option here. All right. Since we are using laptop, need not to set all those reminder. You can off them if you guys still remember. Then your work sharing update frequency from more frequent, set it to less. That means manual. So at least your Revit will perform faster. Uh, Next, your view option. Remember, since we are doing mechanical now, so your view discipline I will change to mechanical. Always remember that, right? User interface. Um, if you still not get used to the function, in a sense that not sure where's the location, you may want to change the tooltip assistant to high, so that at least the response is faster a bit for Rabbit. Other than that, if you think that your hardware is good, you may want to use hardware acceleration for your graphics. So actually perform better. Like the school's graphic cards are quite good. So actually we can use this. Here at home, I want to try lah, but don't know is it okay now. If crash, then we discuss later. So far graphics portion here, you can change the color, which is this part. All right. As I always like to use when I select object, this is magenta color. And it's this pre-selection. You may want to change something that may be this blue is the same. Yeah. Okay, this blue, let's say I want it. The rest, these two are for rebar, which is M&E, you don't need it, so don't care. Your temporary dimension, set it to 10 will do. Yeah. Okay. Hardware is the graphic card area, so don't bother. Now, file location, I believe you have all your libraries required, right? If you guys don't have, I can upload to the what do you call that? The Google Classroom. Yeah, then you guys can download. At least we have a communication platform over there. Yeah, which is good for Zoom class. Oh, I'll also invite Dr. Fuzzy to come in also in case he can have anything to talk to you all. Also can. Yeah, I can invite him. Oh. Yeah, that's all. I think these are the 5 that is important. Of course, lastly, places. Places is where your, what you call that, your library that you customize. You put it here. How you use it and so on. The path is here. Okay. Yep. So far, so
Yes.
good.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So at least we have a proper setup. Then we can start. Okay. Right. Okay. Last lesson. Where did we stop? I think we have finished this area, right? Which
Yes.
is the next one is at the plenum level, L2. Good. Okay, everyone use 2020.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can see 2020 has this thing this on. This is actually known as the internal origin to origin. So actually, you guys can turn it off. I don't know why it's on. Very weird. Maybe my lessons I turn it on and off quite often, so could be because of that lah. Okay, this one is under the side. If I'm too fast, please let me know because Zoom, I don't know. Hopefully, there's no lagging. Is there any lagging so far?
No, sir.
Okay, because lagging, I worry that might disturb you. So here, the internal origin is on. See, I got to off it. Yep, it's gone. Okay, before we start, I just want to double check all pin. Good, they are pin. Okay. Next thing I would like to add is a section view of our component here at planar level. Okay. So how we going to add the section tools, which is here, section. Okay. Or you can go to the view tab, look for section. All right. Okay, the purpose of having a section is to check when I later add in the AHU, air handling unit, or like in school you call it the fan coil system, right? Or fan handling unit in school. I don't want it to sit on the ground. It's supposed to mount it on the ceiling, but because when we insert, it's actually sitting on the plenum level. So from there, we can do some measurement and we can set this distance. What happened to my throat? Keep disturbing me. Okay, so section. So look carefully. Select from not outside. Outside you see the facade. It's somewhere inside here. Now pick a point. You drag downward like this. Okay. Then you adjust your width of your cutting view, and so does the clipping depth. Yeah, the depth here. Not outside, but inside, closest to the wall. So it look like this. Can? Then you feel that this line is too long, blocking you, as worried that maybe some foreign object kind of thing. Turn it off. You can drag this guy shorter. So at least it looks cleaner that way. Yeah, like that. Can? So please do so. I think I off my light here. It's very warm. How is it? All done? If done, let me know.
That's it.
Okay. 承诺 OK 呢？
老师，我这个软件出问题了，打不开了。
怎么呢？打不开？
是的，
那怎么办？
我在想要不要重新删掉，重新下载一遍。
你的问题那个是什么问题？它打不开。
我发图片在群里。
你可以 share screen 吗？我看一下。你打开我看它的 error 是什么？
等一下。
OK 啊，我 stop sharing 先啊。嗯。
我是用手机用得中。
哦。
我拍个照发在群里。
可以啊，我看。因为上星期你不是拿去学校咯 OK 啊，我看这。哦，你先去 WhatsApp 哈。OK，因为我的手机在房间，等一下啊，我得打开我这个另外一个。Don't hopefully my WhatsApp is connected. Yeah. Hey, did I accept? Join group. All right. Sorry, I just joined. So maybe go to just send one more time. Okay, let me see. Okay, 这个是 license manager. It's not properly installed. 我想问你一件事。你的 Revit version 是 original version 吗？
我也不确定。
怎么讲呢？谁跟你装的？
我自己装的。
OK，因为有一个问题是 when license manager is not functioning properly because of, I come across one scenario that was only almost a month ago. Some of the students, they install pirated version. All right. Now, when you install pirated version, you need to so-called turn off the internet.
turn off the internet.
Yeah, I'm not teaching you. I just explained to you. And the thing is because when, let's say you install, it runs. And I would notice that this version not kind of stable in one way. Another thing is you cannot do any updates. Once you do any updates, the license manager like this will happen because you are using a pirated version. 就是叫什么啊 pirated 这次 pirated is what 盗版 yeah。
但是我是在官网下的呀。
如果是 Autodesk 的就不用紧，你就直接去它的 update 它的 license。How to update 它的 license? Okay, let me minimize my screen. When you guys install software, I believe in Revit here. Give me a minute, I get my things out. You should have see 这个软件，看到没有？ It's called Autodesk Desktop. Now, Autodesk Desktop, you run it. Here, you should have some things like your login names, your this Revit software. Then there is something on the licensing and so on. Because now I'm using 20 and 22. So it only updates or can see only the latest version. If not, here normally you have something on the licensing issue that you need to update and repair. Yeah. So if yours is original version, then should not be an issue. Okay, I mean sorry, not the original, the educational version. Yeah, then 就无大碍，要不然就是有点问题啦。Okay, yeah, so take note that. So maybe later you want to take a look into it, see how. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go back here. So remember, once we create the plan section view, you notice that the question marks will appear. So it look like this because they don't know where to place your section view. So you need to change the sub discipline. Yeah. So remember, expand it, highlight the name section 1, right? I will rename this as section L2 plenum. Okay, you rename that, or L2 plenum section. But I like to put the word section first because it's a section view. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then from your properties here, you notice that this area discipline is mechanical, which is correct, but the sub discipline is unknown. So we need to change to MEP plenum. I realize I speak slower than in school, right? Like I'm a robot like that. Like word by word. Yeah. Because my earpiece, I'm listening to my own voice also. So like it's very weird when I come to pronouncing my words. Okay. How's it? How good?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay, so the view here, after you have that, remember, section view. There's 3 different ways to open up your section view. First, you can double click at the view name itself. It will launch like this. This is how it will look like. Second, you can point at the bubble tag here. You double click. It launch. Okay. The third, you select the line section, right click. You can say go to view. Then it opens up. So these are the 3 different ways to go into your section view. Okay. Now, since we are here and we are doing only on the level 2, so you may want to adjust your view to see only level 2 like that. And of course, a lot of things will appear which is you may want to hide. For instance, the view, the grid line and your level. So if I go VG, temporarily I don't want to see them. That means your own grid line and the link Archi grid line and level. You can simply go to annotation category. Then you turn off the view. Grids and level. These 2. Can?
Can, sir.
Vina, okay. Kairu, you guys are a bit too quiet.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully can catch up. Actually, Zoom, you feel like it's more on personal teaching because you guys are looking at my screen straight away. Yeah, not like in school face to face. You're looking at the projector. Agree?
Yep.
Apply. Okay. You see that? Disappear. But of course, without the level, looks confusing lah. So maybe level I will still turn on. Look quite weird. No grid is still okay, but no level is a bit funny. Let me enable my level back. Yeah, like this. Okay. But I will drag it outside. See, there's 2 sets. That's what I hate. VG. What's happening? Link Revit, Link Revit, half tone. This step you guys should know, by host view. Then you configure as per normal. All right. Check on to custom, annotation category, custom, then grids and level of it. Yeah. So you should see only your level. All right. So far, so good.
So you can repeat the step. It's
Okay.
under template or the VG.
I go VG. View template because I never apply. Unless you have a lot of plenum level, so-called a lot of plenum view to adjust, then ideally you should use a view template. If not, just VG will do. Then you go to Revit link. Okay, this one. under the visibility graphics override, you see here, there's a display custom.
Yep.
So from here, you select custom under the basic tab. After that, annotation category. Yeah. Make sure it's
Yep.
custom, because if you don't set to custom, you can't make any changes. So custom, you scroll down, uncheck the grid and level. Okay.
Can.
Yeah. So just okay, apply, okay, and it's clear.
Alright.
After that, you type WT. That means my tree view is on. See that? Now, why I'm turning this on? Don't worry, just to explain to you. By right, we need not to turn on the ceiling, but later, whatever you draw your ducting, your mechanical equipment, you notice that your ceiling view will appear. So we need to hide them. Okay, so meantime, I'll just close first. So WT, make sure that you have two view like this while you're working. Okay.
Can.
Level 2. Okay. Now, first thing, in order to create your ducting, right? Of course, you go to the system tab. This is where your HVAC tools are here. Everything. All right. Duct, of course, you have a size in mind. You design, you activate the command. But because you are all new, so am I, things are unsure yet. So we just need to, based on system, help us to design. Okay. Because all these in real world, the experience that counts. Placeholder is for engineer to quickly do the connection. That means based on single line for calculation and design purposes. Duct fitting is to add all your connecting parts. Duct accessories is to add in, the equipment like the gate valve lah, when you for the air pump lah, all those things equipment. That's why I call the duct accessories. Convert to flex duct means the fixed duct, you convert it if there's a obstruction. All right. Then this one is straight away you draw flex duct. This air terminal, that day we do it. Fabrication basically means convert your ducting become parts. You can see there's a lot of hollow. Currently, our design is all solid component. So only the duct sizing, the design is fixed. Then you can create them as fabrication parts. It means to produce at your company factory lah, then send to site to install. This is for P&ID, which do oil and gas piping. We're not going to use here. The mechanical is where all your mechanical equipment, like your HU and so on. Now, for this assignment or our so-called tutorial, we can't use any of the existing here yet because the equipment is a lot more bigger than our current one. Yeah. So let me see your web page here. I think I did upload 2 families here, if not wrong. Take a look. It's called, let me see. Families for MEP tutorial and assignment. You see, I want you guys to download these 2 mechanical equipment, which is your air handling units. Okay. So try to download these 2. You select them one by one. Then you just simply download to your download folder. Okay.
Can done.
So once done, how am I going to drag and drop here? No need to say always mechanical equipment and so on. You may use your window explorer like that. Let's say it's at my download folder. See here, right? You just simply select this or these 2, drag and drop, let go. See that? Now is loading into your project. Okay. And you may want to know where is it. It's under families at the project browser, mechanical equipment. You should see from here. Now, these are the 2. Okay. All good?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I just want you to drag anyone first into here so you can see whether the orientation is it suitable. Okay. So select anyone, select, drag. Sorry, inside one. You see they have different supply for that. So we choose the smaller one first. And what's the difference between this? Of course, the higher the kilowatt means the open space is larger, so it can supply more. Meaning what? Sometimes if we share with different room, they might install only 1 units, then they share. But here, as I say, we are not doing the actual site kind of calculations and modeling. So we choose the smaller one. Okay, so select 7 kilowatt, drag and drop, you let go. You see that it's coming in like this. Okay, so you place it randomly anywhere first. Okay, then you click escape modify. Okay, so you notice my screen. What happened? Your HU sit directly on your screen. I mean, on the screen, on the plenum level, which is no way this thing gonna happen. All right. So zoom in. You need to adjust to a certain height, which is somewhere here. Because more or less you need to have some clearance, like maybe 50 mm, enough really. So when you highlight the HU, you can see that from your properties palette, it says offset from host. That's one thing. Important thing, the correct one is elevation from level. It means we have a planar level. This one is how far from here. So let's say we try 350 estimate. It should move up. Wow, 350. What is my space here now? Let's do a quick measure. Okay, we have around 94.8. That means almost 100 mm, which is good. All right, it's more than enough. Unless you still want to squeeze further lah. That is provided is the condition required. Meantime, we leave it at 100. I'm sorry, 94. Okay. Can? So your view currently look like this. All right. If you can't see this on your view, then you choose your section line. You see section line, there's a flipping. So sometimes when this guy flip the other way around, you see nothing. See that? So don't be alarmed. Just flip your section line. You should able to see your section component there. Okay. So it should be look like this.
Can.
How about the rest? Aisha, Kairu, Vina, Santos, Benek, how is it?
Yeah, done, sir.
Okay.
So, can you repeat again?
Which one?
This part, I'm not sure where. After
no.
I tried already.
Huh?
After
Sorry?
after I tried put inside already. After what?
No, you look at my screen now.
Okay.
If your adjustment is like this, then it's all right.
Oh, okay, sir.
Just follow my view. That's why I'm selecting it.
Okay.
Because sometimes you select this guy too short, you can't see.
But sir, if mine not similar to your one, how to change? Again,
Your similar means what? Not similar.
this the
Section?
this one same like the square, but the level 2
You mean
planner.
this one, huh?
No, the one that we put just now. The wait
You share screen? I see. Because you guys can share screen with me so I can see what you have done there if you're not sure. Yeah.
must allow you must allow.
You mean I didn't allow me?
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Serious? Hold on, let me see. More. Normally is allowed,
They say you cannot start share while other participant is sharing. I think so. Yeah.
This kind of weird. No, unless I stop sharing, then you can share. Let me stop first. Now can?
Yeah.
Because I need to stop first. Okay.
Like mine is here, so I need to move it in the middle.
Yeah, correct lah. So you just need to select the HU, highlight the HU, go to the elevation, the what do you call it? Your properties palette. You see the elevation there on the screen? Elevation from level. No. The properties. This is your project browser. You cancel. Select your equipment first. See the elevation.
Yeah. Eh, elevation or built-in.
No,
The zero
elevation
value.
from this one, this one, this one, this one. This one.
Oh, okay, sure, okay.
Yep. Set it to 350.
350.
Enter. See, it
All right.
move up.
All right. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Okay. So remember, in Revit, if you need to make any changes, you just select it, your equipment. Then you'll see here, all these informations are always here. So just simply change it. Okay. Now, next step, what we need to do is, let me minimize first. What we need to see is how you want to plan your connection. Okay, let me zoom in a bit. By selecting or highlighting your this AHU, you notice that here we have a cold water supply in, and return out is returned to the chiller. So in means return. This is supply. So if you have this equipment this way, return is easy for connection, agree? But my supply won't be so good, because if the supply out here, this is easy for connection, but this one here, not so direct. See or not? You can see that the headroom we have is very tight. Okay, it's very tight. So this arrangement might not be the best. So let's look for another one. You highlight it, swap it with the other one. Just now I'm using is left return back discharge. So if I select this one called left return right discharge, highlight 7 kilowatt, is swapping now. So it's swapping. So if I'm looking at this is more directly out. See now? That means same thing. This is the power. This is to supply and return. So here should be coil inside. So return, here should be a fan blow out. That's why one in one out. It sucks lah. Here blow. Out means supply lah. So this arrangement is good. Why? You see that if I move from my mouse, the arrow, I can actually set it aside. See now, which is I can have a return duct and supply here, one strip. See, at least no reroute or pretty complex adjustment needed. Not like just now that one. I got to go one big round to connect back here. So this is better than the earlier one. Okay, so always remember, if you are doing design work, if your company will tell that, okay, you have few mechanical equipment can be actually applied on this model, then you choose the one with the easy connection. When I say easy connection means what? You know, as aircon supplier, when there's too many turn, all right, meaning what? There's a lot of disturbance or turbulence, because it blow, there's a block ma. See now, so when there's a block means turbulence. Turbulence will have sound. That's one thing. Subsequently, it will slow down the flow, which is not so good. So eventually, those ducting at further ends might not able to get air. We got wind, but maybe not cold because due to some turbulence here. So design is less bending, less turn, is better design. It's a good design. And of course, as I say, this is not the finalist one yet because we have electrical, we have fire to consider. So here it might change anytime. But meantime, for ducting itself, I would say it's okay for this. Okay, so you can actually adjust this. Not using your mouse, using your keyboard arrow up, down, left, right, all this. Yeah. Okay, so I'll adjust something like this, somewhere like this. I can see when you move, it doesn't affect any of the height. It's only the movement at the level. Okay, all good.
Can, sir.
Okay.
Can, sir.
If okay, I will use the default system from the command here. They will auto connect this as supply and the rest here connect as return. So how to do that? Ready? All of y'all?
Yes.
Okay. Select any of these supply duct. Supply terminal. Highlight one of them. And you notice that the contextual ribbon, you see this says create system, means the duct system or duct network. Select the command. You see something pop up like this. It says supply air. Okay. And it says mechanical supply. So this name is a long name. You may want to change it. All right. Or how you manage the naming itself. So here I'll take away the mechanical. That means let's leave the M lah, mechanical supply, air. No need to set the one. Maybe it's on level 2. What is the name or the room? You may say it's, this room is currently I might not know what is the room. Any ideas how to check what is a room? Anyone?
The drawing. The Aki
Yeah.
drawing.
Correct. By right, to check from Aki. By left, there's a way. Okay. So let me cancel first because I don't know what is the room for that. So I cancel. Okay. Now we go to the second story plan of our mechanical. We open up. Okay. Like this. I still have my plenum level beside because the marking we want to set is actually here. It's also a later part if we want to use for calculation the coolness. So this is the area we want to tag for space. Okay, ready? If ready, the first step is make sure you select your Aki model. Then you go to edit type. Why? You need to enable something from here, which is room bounding. The purpose of room bounding basically is in future, if you need to do or perform a calculation. As I mentioned, the first or second lesson on this, which is I say is a complex step, but meantime, I'll say that if we have time, I will show you. But since we need to know the room names and so on, so it's ideally just tag them first. So this is the procedure. You need to enable room bounding if you want to do any later part for your project for the aircon calculations. Okay, everyone can get this.
Yes.
Okay, apply and okay. Then clear your selection. Next step, you go to
Can
the,
do that again.
sorry,
Can do that again.
you just need to highlight your Archi model. That means you move around, you see that your Archi model will see a frame. Select, then you go to your properties palette, edit type, check on the room bounding.
Edit type, room mounting, right? Okay.
Okay. Then clear your selection. Zoom in. Next step, you go to the Analyze tab. Look for the panel says space and zones. In future, in your real work, you might need to do some space planning and your zoning. So you must know where to look for these tools. Okay. Now what we want to do is to tag the space for M&E. Yeah. See that? How they do the tagging. Now, select these space tools. Don't eager to tag. This is wrong. This is correct, but don't tag first because we have a range to adjust. Because as I say, this is your second story. The space calculations will snap at L2 plenum. So don't eager to snap first. You see here, currently we at second story, upper limit, not second story. You need to select L2 plenum. Then your offset 0. Okay. Remember to do that before you snap the space. Okay, because you want to snap the space is from level 2 until plenum. So currently my plan show level 2, but my offset upper limit is L2 plenum and no further offset. So it will look like this. All good. If okay, you just click once. Don't click so many times. Then quickly modify, cancels away. You select, it appear. See the space that we tag? Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, sometime when you clear your selection, you might say, hey, where is the space that I tag? It disappear. It's still there. It's just that you don't see the color for that. So to some students, it might feel very confusing because when you tag, you might forget it actually been tagged. Then you tag again the spacing. Of course, there's a marker here, the tagging. But if easier by looking the color, is easier. Okay, or another word you can remember. All right, easily. So how to set that kind of so-called color that you can see just now we tag the green color. I'll show you. At this view, you type VG. Can our VG work on here? Double check. If you go to the space, SPACE, space. Okay, you can't see means you got to enable mechanical or your MEP stuff. Yeah, then you'll be there. So scroll down, space. Now here, plus, you see this guy called interior? Have or not?
Have.
Yeah, check on the interior. Apply and okay, the color will be out. So when you see that, means you already tag the space. At least not just to display the tagging space, but at least the color will tell you, oh, you already done that. You see now? Because my worry here is you might sometime accidentally delete the tagging, but the space is still there. So I can see from the color, easier that way. Okay, all good?
Yes, sir.
So how to know what is this room? You see that when you are moving your mouse here, this space always keep flashing. When you select correctly, click once. It means you are selecting the space. You scroll down. You see here below under identity data. You see the number? Room number 219, room name library. So you know that this room tagging is at second story. Number is 19. So it's 219. And the room name is called library. So for MEP, if you can follow the same tagging as the ARCHI, then that'll be good. So I got to change the number to 219. Then the space you type library. Okay, enter. Now the tag will show you it's called library 219. Any questions?
So you can do the previous, like this step again. The tagging,
Okay,
the
you
change
just
name.
need to select, you see the X, the big X.
Yep.
If you can't, very simple. Point at the tagging, you tap, use a tab key from your keyboard. You're able to select the space. So important is to select the X, means the space. Then you scroll down your properties palette under identity data. This area here.
Yep.
Okay, then you change. The number 1 change to 219. Follow the gray portion here. They're able to see the architectural label. So we just follow. So at least easy for us to set up our thing.
So, but the the name, right? I can't change to library.
Sorry,
The name, right? I cannot change it to library.
why leh?
Mine only space. I try to type also cannot.
Unless here your VG in your screen. You see, because we have a mechanical plan. So depends on what have you configured here. If you check something on top, means you can't change. Your views will look something like mine, like this.
Only the three.
Not others. That's why yours can't change because it's been locked. The gray color, black color you can, gray color you can't. So make sure you be careful during your setup. If still cannot, don't worry. As long as let's say VG doesn't work, then you must come back to mechanical plan. Then from here, because you check it, then you come here and turn on and change. All right. It's always the case like that. Yeah. So your visibility for the value should be somewhere. It says identity data, right? By right, it should be able lah, but by left, it's a bit weird. Should not say cannot, because here is managing your view, not your actual physical component. So if you select the X, see, there's no so-called view range here or view template. So you can see that these two you can't change because it linked to your ARCI. This is yours. So A should be able to change one.
Wait, I trying.
You cannot, then share your screen with me. Let me see. You should be able to change. You guys can keep comparing my screen and your screen. Then you'll be clear. Whoa. I hear the tongue so loud. What happened? Cannot. We need drop off. The phone is it? Another laptop restart. How? The rest okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened to Vinny?
I think
Something
it's,
like,
yeah,
sorry.
his laptop crashed or something.
Because I see you could have two connection laptop, one with voice with sound, the other one is not. So I
Yes,
think,
his computer down. He messaged me just now.
oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay, never mind. If that's the case, then let's take a break. Then later we continue.
Okay,
WhatsApp him.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank
take a
you.
break.
Thank you.
Now 10:50. Let's connect back 15 minutes later. So 11:05 be back. Okay.
Can, sir.
Yep. Okay, take a short break. Save my file. Hello. How are you?
Hi, sir.
Sorry, sir. The computer closed down.
Sorry.
Just now my computer closed down. Sorry. Yeah, but I do
Your
already. Yeah,
huh?
I did already. That thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought a computer scared of me.
Okay.
Because my voice quite loud, ma. So scared, you're frightened. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Oops, I didn't stop recording. Oh my goodness, hold on.